In this example, we're going to use top floor, which is a 0.38% solution. And I want to mix up 7 gallons at 15 parts per million. And you know from our PowerPoint presentation that if we have a 0.38% solution, that's the same using our conversion factors of 3.8 milligrams per milliliter. And we want to use that to get 15 parts per million. And 15 parts per million is the same as 15 milligrams per liter. So we need to use a solution that's concentrated at 3.8 milligrams per milliliter to get a solution of 15 milligrams per liter, or 15 parts per million. So all we really need to do is take 15 and divide it by 3.8, and that will get us 3.94. And that's how many milliliters in a liter we need for 15 parts per million. Now that's great, we've got that in milliliters per liter, but like I said, we want 7 gallons of this, so we need to convert milliliters per liter to milliliters per gallon. So if we have 3.94 mils per liter, we know from our conversion factors that there's 3.78 liters per 1 gallon. We multiply across the top, divide by everything in the bottom, and that gives us 14.94 milliliters per gallon, because liters get divided out and we're left with milliliters per 1 gallon. Now we need to simply multiply 14.94 by 7, which gives us 104.58 mils per 7 gallons, and that will equal 15 parts per million. Now let's do an example of a PGR that comes in a solid form, like Dazide, which is a 85%. Now let's use a PGR that comes in the solid form, like Dazide, which comes in a formulation that's 85% active ingredient. We want 5 gallons at 1500 parts per million. Now again, using our conversions for the active ingredient, we know that if it's 85% active ingredient, that's the same as 850 milligrams per gram this time. We were using milliliters, but since it's a solid, it's per gram. And we want to use this to get a solution that's 1500 parts per million, or milligrams per liter. So just like with our other solutions, we want to take 1500 and divide that by 850, and that will give us 1.76 grams of Dazide per liter, will give us 1500 parts per million. Now again, that's in grams per liter, and we're looking for 5 gallons of the solution, so we just need to convert this grams per liter into grams per gallon, or 5 gallons. So just like before, we'd pick 1.76 grams per liter. We know that there's 3.78 liters per 1 gallon, so our liters cancel out. We multiply across the top, divide by the bottom, and we get 6.67 grams of Dazide per 1 gallon of water. And we want 5 gallons, so we multiply that by 5, and we come out with 33.35 grams per 5 gallons of water.